Would you like to love completely before you die? Hmm, I would. That question has put me on a really profound journey that I would like to share with you. A couple of years ago, I was sitting on a beach in Maui at sunset, and the sky was beautiful, pink and peach and mauve, and the smell of the fresh sea air. And I had just visited a woman friend who shared that she hadn't been in a committed relationship for 12 years, and she shared her sadness. And so on the beach, I said, God, please help my women friends meet and join with their true love. And behind me, there was a flower that I didn't know, and its name is Napaka. And it spoke up and it said, Rosie, make an essence of me and I will help you. You might think that's kind of strange. I'm a plant whisperer and I can hear the plants and the flowers. And I didn't know anything about this flower, so I went home and did some research. And then I discovered there was a magical legend around this beautiful flower. And the story goes there's two lovers walking down the beach and they get into a fight. And she gets so angry. She goes over to the napaka bush, tears off a daisy-like flower, rips it in half, gives half to her lover, and says, when you can find me a whole flower, I will take you back. However, the gods got angry when she tore the flower in half and made all the napakas half daisies. And so he went on a search along the seashores, up through the valleys, to the mountaintops, in search of this whole flower, and never discovered one. And he ended up dying of a broken heart, and she was filled with remorse. Days later, I came back and made an essence of this flower, where I put the flowers into a bowl of water, sat it in the sun, added my prayers, and listened to the stories of Napaka. And she asked me that day to write a new story called The Happy Beginning. And then from there, I started making a new formula called Loving Relationships that put me on a magical journey to all the flowers along the seashore, up through the valley, and all the way up to the mountaintop. And I took the path that this young man had taken. And the symbology of the whole flower was she was saying to him, when you can come back to me whole, I will take you back. And this is the flower right here. See, you can see this is the napaka flower. And so as a result, I've made loving relationships, I've made lovable, I've made feminine power, I've made grief relief, I've made many, many formulas. And since the fall, I've been experiencing something rather strange, and I've been calling them fear, anxiety, panic episodes. And I've been to 14 healers, and I've also made my own formulas like safe and trust and soul awakening. As I've gone and consulted various shamans, one shaman said, you don't have a relationship with your soul. You need to create a formula, soul awakening. And so I did and worked with that. Another shaman said, you don't trust life. And so I made the remedy safe and placed it on the acupuncture point so I would feel safe. And after 14 days, woke up on the 15th morning and I did this at bed before sleep. And for the first time in my life, I felt safe in my body and on the planet, which was huge for me. And as this journey unfolded, what I discovered is that my plant formulas are lacking the life force power. I sat with the plants and I said, why am I not healing? And it was revealed to me that the chemtrails here on Maui, and I don't know if this is true other places in the world because I don't want to impact the other companies that are making flower remedies and essences because we're all doing great work. It was revealed to me that they were lacking the life force power here on Maui to help me heal. And I've been making essences for over 7 years now. And so I was laying on the grass in that place of meditation, and the wind was blowing and the sun was shining in my face. And so I decided to talk to the wind one day. And I said, wind, you have amazing life force power. Would you be willing to help me? Would you be willing to give me your life force power to make my formulas stronger so that they can heal people and help us create a more loving world? And I was surprised. The wind answered me back and said, yes, it would be an honor to help you, Miss Rosie. And then Mother Ocean showed up and said, I would like to offer you my life force power too. And then the seasons came in, winter, spring, summer, and fall, and the magic unfolded. Days later, I was talking to the essence of fall and said, Fall, would you lend me your life force power? Because you're really great at letting go. And I was humbled when I heard the response, It would be an honor, Miss Quigley. I am here to be of service. And you can just imagine the tears rolled down. And so as this journey is unfolded, I sat in my house out in the front in Kula up at 4,000 feet 2 weeks ago and made my first essence of Gaia, which is Mother Earth. And I sat there for 2 hours singing Gaia, Gaia, and just in meditation the energy was coming through me, through the top of my head, down through my arms, into this canning jar of water. And it was a jar just like this one. And I sat here with my hands, and magic began to unfold. And what Mother Earth had asked me to do was to pour all the flower, tree, mineral essences I've made, which is over 100 of them, into the ocean on the new moon, which is July 7th of 2013. And checking the tide table, and we're going to be doing that at 7 o'clock at Kanaha Beach here on Maui. And so I've got all my formulas also going into the ocean. And I haven't sold my formulas in the past 7 years because I've been living with environmental illness. And the plants have helped me get well. 3 years ago, when I came to Maui to make a remedy called Beautiful, I had to wear a mask on my nose and an ozonator, and I had to take some medicine to get on an airplane. And today I'm well. I can go into a store. I can go into Macy's shopping for the very first time. I can get on an airplane without a mask. And I'm getting my life back, and it's exciting. And the thing that is preventing me from really moving forward are these anxiety, fear episodes. And so Mother Earth has assured me that by doing this ritual and inviting as many people around the world to take a simple glass of water, just like this, and add your love and prayers at 7 o'clock on July 7th. And then when you're done, add your intentions for a more loving world. You can go out and pour that onto the earth. And we're going to be like homeopathic practitioners, giving Mother Earth a little dose of love. And we all know that love heals. And what I've been asking Loving Spirit, is it possible by putting in 144 bottles into the ocean that we could create a planetary shift towards a more loving world? And so I'd like you to join me on Sunday, July 7th, 2013 at 7 p.m., wherever you are around the world, to take and to add your prayers to a cup of water, add your intentions to create a loving world, connect in with the energies here on Maui, and ask Loving Spirit for a planetary shift so that we can create a loving world. And here on Maui, we're going to be pouring all these formulas into the ocean. And what these are going to be is the new love software. And as the sun shines down on the ocean, it's going to evaporate and then disperse around the planet into the form of clouds and rain. And then it will be raining down love. It will go into the food supply, into our water, into the soil, and the healing will begin. So please join me. And if you're here on Maui, we're going to be meeting at the Kanaha Beach Park, at the last exit close to Paia at 7 o'clock. Sunset is at 7:11. And come ready to be a high priestess. And we'll be pouring our love and our prayers into the ocean, sending out the world a blast of love and aloha. This is Rosie Quigley from Maui. And if you'd like to contact me, my email address is thehappybeginning@gmail.com. Aloha from Maui.